Well, hi, you've read the title. Today I'm gonna be talking about some creepy stuff. I think I've always been fascinated by the paranormal and ghost stories. I liked watching all the reconstitutions on TV and of course horror movies since I was quite young. And whenever something weird happens, like I'm home alone and I hear a noise, even before thinking of the theory of a thief, of a stalker, of Santa Claus, I
blame it on the pig.
Blame it on ghosts. I know it sounds kind of silly. For instance, once I was home alone during summer at my parents', casually playing on my laptop, and suddenly my desk started to shake violently. I ran into the living room and called my mom. Turned out it was only an earthquake, but I was 100% sure it was a ghost attacking me. Now that time it might not have had any connection with the afterlife, but I've had some weird experiences, and today I'm gonna tell you 3 of these stories. When I was about 15 or 16, my brother had a girlfriend my age. Scary! We had classes together, so we kinda knew each other and kinda became friends. So one day, my brother and her invited me at her place. Her parents weren't there, so we could enjoy the house for ourselves and didn't bother about disturbing them. But on my way there, I felt so bad. It's quite hard to explain, like it was a very, very bad feeling. It was kind of a mix of anxiety. I was just getting a really bad vibe, like something was gonna happen, and not necessarily something good. And I remember I told my mom in the car that day while she was driving me there that I had the feeling I was gonna die that day. I'm obviously still alive, but that is a very weird thing to think about and to feel. I just had the feeling I shouldn't go there. To start with, my brother's girlfriend's room was in the garage. We pretty much spent the whole night there just talking. Now, if being in a garage isn't kind of already creepy, we decided to watch a horror movie. So we watched The Haunting in Connecticut, which was scary, and then went to bed right away. I can usually get some sleep on my own, even though I'm creeped out, but that night, first of all, I was not in my bed. I was sleeping on the floor, and I was right in front of the main garage door. So if anyone decided to open the door, I was right there. So I ended up begging my brother and his girlfriend to sleep with them in the same bed, because I genuinely was so scared. Not even just because of the movie, because I still had that feeling in me that made it even worse. It was already so hard to sleep because of the lack of space. I mean, 3 people in a double bed, it's a bit too much. Every time I was finally diving into sleep, something would wake me up. It really felt like someone was poking me. At first, I felt it on my toe a few times. This one, I thought maybe it was like a nerve, you know, like you feel it sometimes on your eyes. It's kind of just like jumping around. Then I felt it on my shoulder. It really just felt like when you're trying to catch someone's attention and you just go, "Sorry ma'am." I looked across the room each time, didn't see anyone, and everybody was asleep. And when I told that to my brother and his girlfriend the next morning, they told me that her grandmother had passed away not so long ago, and just a few nights before that, she heard someone walking around near her bed. Don't know why the grandmother was tapping my shoulder, but bitch, I was trying to sleep. Near my hometown, there is a quite famous abandoned asylum. Everyone in the area knows about it. People love to visit, and it is ranked as one of the most haunted spots in the province of Quebec. And it became an elementary school at some point, and it was the victim of at least 2 fires, if I remember well. Pretty goddamn creepy place, basically. And I went there many times. It's not as creepy as it used to be, because now it's kind of legal to go there. You pay the guys who bought the spot and then you can go in. It's kind of sad because they threw away every mattress, every desk that was remaining. Also because they have a bunch of activities now there, so they just threw them away so people wouldn't get hurt. But it kind of took away a part of the soul of the building. Because let's be honest, it made it creepier. But anyways, each time I went, nothing much happened. If it's not for the very heavy energy that reigns there. But once I was with my two best friends, it was the middle of the day. At some point we went to the basement level. That's the only floor that still has just a bunch of crap still hanging around. And when I stepped on the last step, the air felt heavier. And my friend, straight away, she went towards an open door that was quite far and very, very dark. I repeat, we were in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, it was cloudy. Okay, we were in a basement, but where my other friend and I were standing, it was very bright. We could see everything clearly, but through that door, it was pitch black. And my friend was going towards it, and because she wasn't scared at all, she was trying to get a response of some sort. If there were any ghosts around, she was asking them to move something, to say something. And when she got closer to the door, my other friend and I heard a loud noise, like wood cracking, or more like breaking. And we heard it a couple times. As she went closer, it was always louder. But she didn't hear it. Like, we were asking her, yo, did you hear that? Let's get the fuck out of here. And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no noise. But it was loud. I mean, I don't know how she didn't hear it, or maybe she ignored it. Anyhow, she didn't want to listen to us. She wanted to go through that pitch black hole. At some point, she finally listened to us. I guess because we were so insistent. We were begging her not to go. And she came back to us. We waited to see if we could still hear the sound because she wanted to know what we were talking about. But nope, we couldn't hear it anymore. And so we left. Although it might just have been the building being old and cracking, for a moment we were quite afraid. The thought that the ceiling might fall on us and that we would die in such a place was terrifying. Ghost stories inevitably mean Ouija boards. And I've played too much. I guess my high school days were very boring. They were. A lot of people are skeptical about Ouija boards, whether they actually work or is it just someone else moving the planchette. But my first experience proved me that it was a thing. It was, I think, during Christmas break. We were just a bunch of friends having a sleepover. I might have been 16 at the time. Don't remember how, but we started playing Ouija board for fun. I guess everything was going fine in the circumstances. I think we were in contact with someone who said had been murdered, and at some point I had to blow my nose because I had a very gross cold. And I needed both of my hands for that, so I asked if I could take them off the board. And because it was quite a violent cold, I kinda closed my eyes while doing so. Like, when I opened them again, everyone's face was half surprised and half terrified. Everyone. For a second I asked myself, oh my god, did I blow too hard? Until I asked what happened. And so what my friends told me, and they were all on the same page with the story. Basically we had candles that were lit up and the flames apparently went very high all of a sudden. And the planchette on which we put our fingers did a full circle, all at the same time in a 1 second. Now, before we started playing, my friend who invited us and who was used to play explained the rules to us so we would play right, and she said that if the planchette does a full circle, that means the entity has been released. So that is to be avoided, but apparently it happened. I missed it, so I didn't know if I should believe them. But we were about 7 people, so 6 people at the same time decided to prank me with the same story in such a short amount of time. Unless it was planned, but how would they have known that I would blow my nose in the middle of playing? I knew quite well a few of them were very bad at pranking people. The kind of people who laughs out of nervosity after saying something. No one laughed. So it seemed pretty real to me. Then we stopped playing and went to bed. The next morning we decided to play again and ask the board whether or not we had done something wrong. So we asked if we had released anything, and the board said yes. We asked if the ghost or the demon, if it's a demon, if the thing wanted to hurt us, and the board said yes. We try to keep our cool because the board often lies and be like, hey, yeah, probably not gonna happen. So then my friend got up because she wanted to go get something in another room, I don't quite remember. And when she went to open the doorknob fell in her hand. We had just been locked up in the room. It was maybe a minute after the board said that something wanted to hurt us. The only way out of the room was through the patio door. At least there was another door, but it was blocked by the snow. My friend still managed to open the door and go out, and she went inside through the main door to get help. Luckily, nothing happened to us. My friend's grandfather went to open the door, and after that I think her grandmother kind of purified the house or something, so nothing happened, and we were all alright. But for like half an hour, we were legitly peeing our pants. So there you go. That was 3 of the stories that happened to me. I could have had maybe other explanations. Maybe that doorknob just was gonna fall out anyway. But given the circumstances, it was quite creepy. And I do believe maybe it was ghosts. So I'm gonna end that video because for some reason talking about that made me really dizzy and I can't think straight. So if you want to hear any more of these stories, because I have quite a few more, make sure to give a thumbs up so I know and I sound like Shane Dawson. And make sure to subscribe, please. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know what. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Bye. Can you not be an asshole and make so much vroom?